Hello, beautiful souls, my Capricorn friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, please pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, Capricorn, it's good to see you guys as we are closing up this year of 2024, almost at 2025. Trying to skip ahead there, I suppose. Thank you to those who did show up to the holiday hangout. I had a lot of fun. I do intend to do something here at the New Year's as well, so stay tuned. So I am going to go ahead and get into your messages here, Capricorn. I'm switching things up a little bit. Channeled messages, I'm putting a pause on for now. It's something that I intend to start doing a little bit more like live. Probably more for the collective. So yes, let's get into your oracle messages. If you're new here, we do oracle and then tarot. I'll have timestamps for you guys too if you want to skip ahead. So let's get into this here, Spirit. Where are we starting? Wild Unknown archetype deck here for Capricorn. Let's talk about a theme. What's going on? What's going on here for Capricorn at this time, please, Spirit? And this is a general message, you guys, so please keep that in mind. You're very intelligent. Please use your head, heart, and intuition to decipher if these messages are for you. And if they're not, please leave them behind. There's no need to make something fit, force something to fit that doesn't fit, okay? What's going on here for Capricorn? Bridge. You know, this is really interesting. Is there another one here? You want an alchemy? Okay. I saw, what was it I was watching? I think it might have just been something on YouTube or a reel or something. But there was a image here. It wasn't of this exactly, but it was two hands outstretched like this, and there was this white light energy that was bridging between them. So, yes, we'll talk about this here. And as you'll notice, I do have another camera angle. It's something I've wanted to get started here, but just it's taking some time. Here we are, though. So the bridge, talking about bridging something between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, or creating a connection between two things. This is very shaman type energy as well. Awakenings, initiations, a lot of that jazz has been happening currently. What else do we have here for Capricorn, please, for this message? Saturn. And haven't we been talking about Saturn too? And this did kind of fall through in reverse there. So let's talk about this, you guys. The bridge and Saturn. I'm actually going to start, well, we kind of talked about the bridge here. Bridging the gap here. Mind the gap, you guys. Bridging something here between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. With Saturn coming through here too, and being in reverse, I do feel like there's a little bit of a message to this. Saturn is your ruling planet, right? Cappy, cap. Being the devil card. So learning lessons through consequence, through karma. Saturn is the great teacher. Saturn is an excellent teacher, right? The best teacher. Maybe not the lessons we want to learn all the time, but they're the ones that provide the most result, most long-standing result too, if we choose to take the time to learn what it is that Saturn's working to teach us. The Scythe there on the Saturn card too. Reminds me of Witch and Scythe, yeah. Good friend of mine. Check her channel out if you haven't checked her out. Witch and Scythe, she is fantastic. I will link a link here if you want to check out any of her readings. Highly recommend. But the Scythe here too, okay? So it does feel like we're removing something to gain something here with the Saturn, and the bridge. Being the middle finger as well on Saturn, this little gold ball is standing out to me here. There's some gold here in learning something, whatever it is that Saturn's working to teach us, like I said. And it feels like your duty is what's coming through, okay? Your duty. Your duty to bridge this gap here. Communicating with the other realms. I feel like, let's pull some other cards here. Wild Unknown Animal. Oracle deck here for Capricorn. Let's talk about their path right now. What's going on, please? For Capricorn. And we did just have Pluto move into Aquarius here finally for the next 20 years. It was just in Capricorn, okay? So a little bit of consequence and karma lesson that's still going on here. It's been kind of a 2-year-long transit for this to happen. We're still kind of tying up that Saturnian energy too. So I feel like that's a part of why this is coming through. There's still some gold to be mined from this situation. My grandpa used to say that all the time. Mine. Mine. Frog is what came through here first. Being your path. So the frog is an energy of the air, or not the air, excuse me, water and land. They are a creature that's born in the water, and they eventually are able to transfer to land too. There's always a need to come back to the water here, though. So I feel like there is a need to touch base with something emotionally. Capricorn, can be a bit of a workhorse, right? There's a horse here at the bottom standing out to me. You can be a bit of a workhorse. This is where I was getting earth energy here too, or earth and air. I feel like it could be something for some of you where there is an avoidance towards doing something else. Like you may be avoiding either something with work, there's something that needs to be seen with work, the way that you're engaging with work. This lesson of do one less thing has been coming through a lot in my messages here. Working smarter, not harder, right? What is the obstacle to this? Taking a bath, visiting a lake, body of water, some sort. You want which one here? Top. The wolf. Okay. I need to recharge energetically, though, emotionally. The dragon here at the bottom. This has been peeking its way through here, too, as we're coming to the close of this dragon year in Chinese zodiology. But that's the solar plexus, the self, okay? Healthy ego. So wolf coming through here is your obstacle on the frog. I feel like... Okay, so the wolf energy, I'll talk about this here for a second. The wolf energy is a leader, for sure. They can be, though, a bit rigid when it comes to allowing others to be themselves or to do their own thing. So I'm actually getting this obstacle towards yourself as I'm saying something going on here with work, maybe trying to force something to avoid something else. That energy of the wolf is coming through towards the self for me. There's a need to return to the water here with the frog, to touch base, the frog, to touch base with your emotional self. But there's something about the energy of the wolf that's like, get up, Bambi, get up. You don't have time to be emotional here. You know, gotta get your ass moving on something. This is in direct conflict with each other, okay? This is also affecting the ability to bridge the spiritual and physical realms right now. Okay, any other, do you want a witch, Urbana? And then we'll get into tarot. Urbana witch, excuse me, for Capricorn here. Additional messages, what's going on for Capricorn? Ooh, okay, the nettle, the bark, and the goddess Demeter all came through. Rest here at the bottom too. When that card's coming through, that's where I'm getting this, like, do one less thing. One less thing, Capricorn. So, the nettle, the bark, and the goddess Demeter. The nettle. I get this message of protection, something being inflammatory. For some of you, there may be a need to, this card can also talk about, well, it does talk about how, these dang eyelashes, how nettle is excellent at helping the body to produce iron. So in the form of nettle tea, maybe you're dealing with something like an allergic reaction too. Nettle can be great for its antihistamine qualities. I can't do antihistamines, but nettle seems to treat my system well when I'm having allergies and that sort of thing. But kind of fighting against something inflammatory. Again, back to the frog, a need to come to the water to cool off here in the emotional realm. There's an aversion to facing something. The bark coming through here as well. I feel like bark being worse than the bite. Back to the wolf energy here. I feel like this is a component. Okay, this is a component of yourself, Capricorn. Like I was saying, but like an archetype. Maybe your judge and jury that's coming through and saying, get up. Like I said, get up, Bambi, get up. You don't have time to deal with this, but you do. And it's actually really necessary to, this is a part of the lesson that's coming through with Saturn too. Everything is not meant to just be pushed through. Like force can be applied to managing something emotional, but it doesn't have to be a pick yourself up by the bootstraps kind of force, okay? Compassion can be a force, right? It is. Love is a force. So something not being as nasty as maybe it seems, or this voice that's in your head that's saying, you don't have time for this, you can't do this, it is just barking. It is causing this inflammation and you're feeling a need to defend from that, but the bite is not coming, is kind of what I'm getting. Whatever's being is just running their mouth, okay? Goddess Demeter coming through here too. I feel like you guys are getting to this point of coming out of the darkness. Demeter here, Goddess Demeter, fertility, the harvest. She is symbolized by the wheat seed. Her daughter Persephone spends 6 months in the underworld as the wife to Hades and then comes to the surface to be with her mother. This symbolizes that 6 months there in the dark where something's growing and then it breaching the soil, coming up to the sunlight, now starting to grow. I feel like you guys are just at this breaking point, like the bridge is talking about, 11:11 on the timer, where you're bridging that gap, okay? There is a harvest coming. There is a reason to celebrate. But there's some, like I said, beep, bap, 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 that's going on up here that's getting in the way with the bark. And this inflammation that's being caused with the nettle here, it feels like it doesn't need to be there. Like this is a battle that's going on inside, okay? All right, and since this camera angle is new, I'm trying to get this. Normally, I just let my cards just go here on the table. You know what I mean? I'll try and keep these. Let's do this here on the side. I'll try and keep these open so that everything can be seen. New things, new things. Okay, let's get into tarot. All right, Capricorn. Which deck do we want to start with, please, Spirit? Do you want light seers? Light seers. All right, what do we have going on for Capricorn? Additional messages at this time. And this is general message, like I said, guys. Keep that in mind. I have personal readings open and available. There's a link to my website in the description of the video. If you want some help with something a little more personal to you, I would love to be able to help you guys out. Three of Wands here at the split is standing out. This is a time to expand. The things that you are learning with Saturn's influence, this is your ship coming in. And this is a ship that has resources that are going to keep you for quite some time. The lesson I'm feeling like that's coming through on this is discerning between your own voices, knowing maybe which wolf to feed, the light wolf or the dark wolf, depending on where you're at, okay, what's going on. Yeah. Cash App, PayPal links are in the description of the video too if you guys feel called to tip or donate. I appreciate that, and the channel appreciates your support as well. I couldn't do it without you guys. All right, channel membership is open too if you guys are interested in that. There's a join button next to the subscribe under here. I do have 3 tiers. You can check that out if you'd like. What do we have here for Capricorn? This one here. Capricorn, Capricorn. Page of Cups here at the bottom. So this is your hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. I do feel like you guys are feeling a bit dreamy right now, or dreams themselves with the bridge coming through in Saturn may have taken on a unique flavor is something that's coming to mind, and you're hoping to understand this a bit better. Especially in this imagery, this individual is split in half here. So there's kind of an ungrounded feeling towards this. There's a dream that you have. Okay, there's a dream that you have that you might even be, interesting. Okay, with the wolf, you guys might be dismissing within yourself. There's this little piglet here. Usually it's a fish, les poissons. But in this card in particular, this deck in particular, I take it as kind of like when pigs fly. That dreamy nature, but you're with the judge and jury of the wolf here right now. You're kind of dismissing your own desire, your own dream, okay? So, we'll get into that a little further. Which deck next here? Curious Travels. Curious Travels for Capricorn. Oh. 2 of Cups comes out here. Connection. Being the imagery of the snake on here too, I feel like there's a little bit of distrust surrounding connection. Being burned in the past, making it difficult to trust what's going on now. 4 of Pentacles. To feel stable and secure. I feel like you guys are working on building stronger relationships, but there's a tentativeness towards that because you've been burned in the past. Okay, what's going on here for Capricorn, please? Feel free to check out any other placements in your chart as well. There's your Page of Cups again, too. kind of coming through as a hope and a fear. There's a dream. There's something you want to make real in this world, but you're like, who am I? How could I make that happen? Or maybe you're feeling burnt out about it. It's overwhelming. Yeah, I have a meditation channel and collective reading channel too, you guys. If you want to check that out, I'd love to see you there as well. It's at the top of my main page. Okay. 8 of Pentacles here at the bottom. So this is your fear aversion. Work. Something's going on with work for a lot of you guys right now. Being burnt out. I feel like someone's burnt out. And there's this aversion towards just maybe not even admitting it, but doing something about it. With the frog coming through here as your path in the beginning, that's exactly what's going on. There's a need to return to the water because you're burnt out. You need to recharge. Take a bath. Or get into a body of water if that's possible. Do something a bit more yin energy. Journaling, slow walks on the beach, right? Getting in touch, allowing your emotions to flow. Maybe some auto writing right now could be a good thing for some of you, just to figure out what it is that your body is trying to tell you is best for yourself right now. I'll move a couple of these cards here. I meant to move these before I started. There we go. So I have more room on my table. Okay, let's start. Your general energy to begin with. Page of Pentacles here. So you are in a time of instruction, of learning a bit. There's a little bit of scholarly energy towards this. The balancing act that's happening here with this individual on one leg. There's something, again, that you want to make real. Maybe you've already started on this dream. Maybe you've already started with some of the details towards it. What's coming through the Page of Pentacles is there's a bit more work that's still necessary to make this the success that it can be. A need to balance. I'm seeing like plates spinning through the air. Some grounded energy is required at this time, okay? Getting out into nature if that's possible. I know it's pretty chilly up here in the northern hemisphere anyway. So those of you in the southern hemisphere, yeah, get your feet out in the dirt. Some earth magic even could be a good time. We did just pass winter solstice here in the northern hemisphere, so summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, you guys. Good time to still kind of recenter and figure out where it is that we want to go next. Page of Swords comes in here too to clarify this. So that's a lot of pages. That's a lot of pages. Pages can all be messengers here. So this does feel like you're getting a little bit of a message from all angles here in different elements, if you will. This message is that important, whatever's going on here with Saturn, or the lesson that's being taught with Saturn here, is to pay attention. Pay attention to your balance. I do get this message also of caution towards, since Judge and Jury is coming through with the Wolf, caution towards comparison. It's okay to pay attention to what's going on outside of us and maybe what other people are doing. If you're someone who likes to keep your finger on the pulse of certain things, there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm seeing, though, is I guess it could be crust mantle on the earth kind of folding into itself. It's wonderful to be close to see what's going on in the action, but to be careful not to be pulled in. Thank you, Spirit. That's an interesting image. To not be pulled into that action, to not get too close. You're still needing to maintain your grounding on the shore, like I said. But again, a need to learn something new here. Let's go with, where did I put it? Where did you go? A little bit more here for Capricorn on the general. Rest. Hey, listen to your body mentally and physically unwind. And peace and contentment are coming to you. So with rest coming out here, yes, you guys, I feel like burnout. Someone's pushing themselves a little bit too hard. And that, to be honest, never really produced results that were long lasting for anybody. To just, it's a marathon, not a race. So there's a need to conserve some energy right now. Especially in the Northern Hemisphere, we're coming into winter, like I said. It's a time to rest. So let's look at the good stuff for you guys right now, Capricorn. Two of Cups. Hey. Well, hot damn. There may be, for some of you, since we had that kind of pop out in shuffling, there may be for some of you a relationship coming forward. This can be business, friendship, romantic, maybe a new fur baby, or furless baby. I don't know. A new connection here, though, and something that is fulfilling to both parties. In this imagery in particular, the connection, the hands that are being held here, filling both vessels thanks to this connection and the divine energy that is now flowing through them both. Yeah, it could be love for some of you guys. I mean, this is love for sure. What kind of love, I suppose, is yet to be seen. What else here for Capricorn? Ooh, Knight of Wands also. Okay, ooh, I got chills on this here. Knight of Wands. So, this does feel like romantic love for a good deal of you. Again, though, could be business partnership, friendship, though. What I'm getting with the Knight of Wands coming through is this is something you've attempted before in the past. It's something that you've tried to do. So whatever that is, to make friends, to trust other people, maybe you have tried to collaborate or start a business with a partner, etc. There is a request here to try again, even though you may be afraid. Maybe you are feeling burnt out towards love. I'm getting kind of a Scrooge energy, like to sequester yourself to that bitterness, to have succumbed to bitterness through connection. This isn't saying that you need to go buy the biggest goose in the window and have a Christmas party for the Cratchits, right? But there's a reward here. There is a blessing in allowing yourself to open up again to some sort of connection. This is very much being supported. And the salamander here on the horse's nuzzle, I guess, bridge of their nose, symbolizes protection from fire. So whatever connection this is that's being supported to try something again, and I'm not talking about someone from the past, you guys. That's not what I'm condoning here. But there's support in opening up again, allowing yourself to come out of whatever castle you've put yourself in for safety. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, I love it. What else here, please, for the good stuff? For Capricorn. Yeah, that's exciting. Expansion. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors. Yeah. You may be feeling like you're trying the same thing again. Like maybe there are some circuitous details pointing to things in the past. Maybe your ego's being triggered towards a similar situation. What I'm getting here, especially if you're dealing with burnout, and this is what Saturn's teaching you, that just because something has happened in the past does not mean that it's happening now or will happen in the future. This is up to you. Which wolf are you going to feed? Being in your obstacle there, are you feeding the wolf that's allowing you to also feed your emotional nature? Because that's the wolf that needs some food right now, okay? I love that, but some connection coming through. Woo-woo. Wee-woo. All right, what's in the dark here? What's in the dark, what you don't see coming? Queen of Cups. I feel, especially with the picture here on this card, this is my Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Letting go of some sort of control. Letting go of the need to fully protect, like to keep yourself up in this castle. There is healing that's available by utilizing your intuition over your ego right now. And there's healing that's available by changing the way that you are letting people in or not letting people in. This isn't saying just like throw the drawbridge down willy-nilly. But there is an energy of the moment. There's a flow that's happening right now. And you're being requested to let go so that that flow can come through. You may not see this happening right this second, though. If you're feeling crunchy, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling burnt out towards, if there's one thing that pops up, if it is work that's popping up in your mind, that's definitely a catalyst towards it. But I'm feeling like this is bleeding into multiple parts of your life, too. So Saturn is coming through and saying, this will not do, Capricorn. We cannot sustain ourselves like this. There's a need to let go of something. the way that something's turning out, or maybe a project in and of itself. I feel like some of you are being requested to change lanes, turn the corner here. Yeah, totally. Six of Swords comes through here. So as I'm saying, some of you, 25 on the timer, some of you are being requested to turn the corner, to change directions here. Six of Swords is a transition. It's changing lanes here, okay? You're changing maybe where you're living even. So what you don't see coming is that there is movement that's happening. Again, back to Demeter here with Persephone. She's still wed to Hades here in the underworld. That's why you don't see this coming. But there was an agreement, okay, between the goddess Demeter and Hades for this to happen. So this is kind of what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups too. There's a need to let go of something because there is a plan. There's a contract that is working to be fulfilled, but you need to get the hell out of the way, Capricorn. Get out of the way. You're working too hard right now. You're working too hard. Let's pull one of these here. What's in the dark? Patience. Manifestations are on the way. Totally. Like I was just saying there. What was in the dark? There's this contract. She's coming up to the light. She's coming. There's a need to release some control right now. Okay, so your obstacle. What are you having a hard time with right now? Four of Wands. Well, crossing a threshold. I do feel like this is where this push is coming from. You have a dream or a goal, and it feels like something shifted, you guys, which isn't a failure. Like, dedication we ended up on here on the bottom was standing out to me too. I feel like you've made a promise to yourself to accomplish something, to do something, and the situation's changed. Maybe the passion's gone. You're Meraki towards that. You're burnt out. I don't feel like this is saying for all of you that you need to drop it like it's hot. I mean, unless it's yourself into a bed to take a nap. That's what I'm getting here. You can't pursue anything right now if you're burnt out. And once we get to burnout, it's so much harder to heal from that than it is to just take a break when we need to take a break. So the celebrations, the big mile marker achievements, that is coming. But this is the obstacle for you right now because there's a push towards that. And I feel like there's a nature of ignoring the signs that there is rest that's needed. Yeah, Temperance comes in here to clarify. The Four of Wands, balance, peace. This is also exploring the emotional realm while staying grounded. This little kiddo here has a crown surrounding their vision. This symbolizes kind of a blindness to the physical realm. It feels like there's a break, you guys. There's a break that's needed. You need to take a break or someone's gonna break. You need to take a break in order to make a breakthrough. But there is a new day coming. It just feels like there's this force. You're impatient, you're tired, you want this change to come. It's coming. There's a need to take a break, okay? To rest. Rest. Last piece here on difficulty for Capricorn. Two did come out here. Ooh, stress and wisdom. So stress, cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments, and wisdom, knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. I feel like for more of you, this is wisdom and an experience from yourself here. But that stress, you guys, Capricorn. I know you can scale that mountain face here, but it doesn't, just because you can doesn't mean you always need to. I'm feeling like digital detox. This just feels like push, okay? You're pushing yourself too hard. There's a need to take a break. And with that wisdom coming through here, like learning from your past experiences, maybe you have been burnt out. How did that go for you, right? Okay, I'm going to pull, getting Light Seers, or Starseed Oracle. Pull an Oracle card here for you guys to finish this up, and then I'm going to move into an extended reading, go into this a little bit deeper. We look at direct messages from your higher self, love and advice, career and advice, and then what is most likely being manifested for you. So if you want to join me there, links will be in the description of the video. They're for sale individually as well as on the 3rd tier of membership if you want to access them all. So what do we have here for Capricorn? Please, Spirit, finish this message up here. The Golden Children. So inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. That rare gifts is really standing out. Back to the bridge here. This makes sense. Okay, this is making sense. The reason why you're being burnt out or you're tired right now, because I feel like for some of you, you're going, I shouldn't be tired. Like I'm sleeping all the time, or I'm getting my rest. I'm taking care of myself. Why am I this tired? Because there is something that's coming up, rare gift wise, ability wise, that's working to be Queen of Cups too, being in the dark. Your abilities are being activated right now. Just like growing physically, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It takes a lot of energy. So you're being called right now to tend to your inner child as it grows. I'm getting this feeling of, as Saturn's in here too, your karma's being adjusted. Like there's a checkup. I'm getting chills on this. There's a checkup here of your karma, of your energy. Like, do you still need to pay back this karma, or is this still your karma? Is this not your karma? And this is exhausting. All you're being asked to do right now is rest and let the pieces fall into place. Okay? I love you, Capricorn, and I hope that this message is helpful. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you all very, very soon. All right. Be well.